everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Nicole and I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark, and today I want to talk about some new released features on Poshmark that are going to help you bring in more sales. These are all features that I actually find very helpful myself, and I'm sure you will too. So let's get right into the video, but before we get started, make sure that you're subscribed because you do not want to miss the future reselling content that I do every single week here on this channel. So the first feature I want to talk about is how to manage your notifications per closet. So this is really great if you are really loyal to certain sellers and you really like shopping from certain sellers and you just really want to be notified either when they have new listings in their closet or when they go live and you want to, attend those lives. So this is great for that reason because you can have notifications turned off on Poshmark so you don't get notified for different things such as, parties and stuff like that. So this is great because this will actually notify you just for each individual closet and not for everyone that you're following. Because I know a lot of us are following a lot of people. I'm actually following over 1 million people. So I definitely don't want to get notified every single time that one of the people I'm following goes live or something like that. So for me, I actually find that this is very helpful, and I think it's a great way that it's going to help people who really just want to buy from certain people or are really loyal to shopping from certain people. This is a great way to do that. So what you do is when you go to follow someone on Poshmark, you'll see a little following with a little arrow button. And so when you click on the arrow button, it'll then give you a pop-up menu at the bottom of the screen. So what you would do is then you would turn on notifications and say, notify me when either this person adds new items to their closet or goes live for a Posh show. So I really think that this is helpful if you really want to be notified for certain users. You could also, another way that you could be notified when somebody goes live is you can like a listing in their closet. Like if they have a live show listing, I know I do, you could have people like that, and then when you go to run it during the show, people will get notified. That also works, but that's also not really a guarantee. So I think that doing it this way is a great way to get notified when those people that you like add new items to their closet or go live with a Poshmark show. And now that we're talking about the Poshmark shows, let's talk about another feature that they recently released that has to do with the Poshmark shows. So there has always been a way to go live and share your items, but there's a couple new features within the Poshmark shows that are really helpful and you should definitely take advantage of if you do live shows on Poshmark. So the first one is using the poll option when you are going live. This is great because a lot of the times I find if I'm doing a silent auction, and I find that people keep coming in, but I don't want to have to keep asking what people are looking for. This is a great way to go and ask those people, and it will ask the current people in the show, but it'll also ask people when they arrive into the show. And it's using the poll option. So you can create the poll. If you click on the little 3 dots in the show, and then you click create poll, you can ask what category they're looking for, what sizes they're looking for, and pretty much anything else. I actually find it really helpful to ask what sizes people are looking for, and then I can use that to then add those sizes to my show. So this is great. I think you should definitely use it. It'll help you, especially if you do those silent lives. Sometimes it's easy to just ask if you're doing an actual live. You could just ask what people are looking for. But for those that do silent lives, polls are your friend. So you should definitely use them, and it'll actually make your life so much easier. The next update when it comes to live shows is the sell together update. So it used to be if you wanted to sell somebody else's item in your live or you wanted to run it in an auction, you would have to share it to your show by them either sending it to you or you getting it from their closet. And I actually found that this was quite annoying to have to do because if I was going to go live and I wanted to share somebody else's item into my show, I didn't want to have to go to their closet to then find it and then bring it into my show. And I just found that to be, not direct. A lot of times I would be live and I'd say, I was trying to sell a bunch of larges, and then I'd have a friend that would hop in and be like, I have some larges. I would have to go through their closet and add them one by one. So here is how you could actually go around that, and there's a new update. The new update basically allows that person to send you their item directly to your show, and you could just hit accept or decline if you want to run it or not. This makes it so much easier. You don't have to go out of your way to add those items, and You don't have to go and find them or anything like that. They just send them directly to you, and you can accept or decline. Anyone can send them to you, so that's also great because then you can get them, from anyone in the show. So I definitely think you should be using these features in the Posh Shows if you do actively use Posh Shows. I've been really getting into the Silent Lives a lot more recently. I find that they're really helpful for getting rid of a lot of older items that I've had, or some items that are not really worth as much, where I'll sell them for $4 to $5 each. So if you use Posh Shows, I definitely recommend using these features. You will have a lot of success using them. Okay, so the next feature I want to talk about is a feature that not everyone has access to. You have to be a Posh ambassador to have access to, but I want to talk about it because so many people are asking about it. So many people are asking if it's good or bad. And so this feature is the Poshmark promoted closet, and it's in the beta phase. So this is basically a way that Poshmark promotes your listings in your closet, and you pay extra money to do this, and it's supposed to help you drive more traffic to your closet. So Poshmark released this recently. It's in the beta phases, so it's brand new, and they actually opened it up to ambassadors for a free trial, and then you can start early and see how you like it. Now, I did the free trial because I figured, why not? It's free. I'll try it out. I'll see how it is. I'll let you guys know if I think it's worth it or not. But definitely try it out. If you have the free access to the free trial, I would definitely recommend giving it a try. You don't really have to put any money down right away, but however, you do have to link a credit card. So I really highly recommend making sure that you cancel it before you get charged, if you are going to cancel it. But it's free to sign up, and you get 2 weeks free to use it. My thoughts on it so far are, it runs in the background. You have to use it on a desktop, and it runs in the background, and I don't do anything for it. You could just occasionally look at your stats and stuff. But for me, I am finding that so far, I'm about a week or so in. I think I'm like halfway through my free trial. For me, I'm finding that it's not actually the most beneficial thing. Now, I do think it could be really good for certain people and certain closets. I think maybe if you have a lot of designer items, or if you don't have a lot of items in your closet, or if you really, really have a lot of items and you don't want to share them all the time, a promoted closet might actually make it easier, because then they're going to be promoted more and you don't have to share them as often. But I personally am finding that it's sharing my listings, and it's showing me that I'm getting a lot of clicks and I'm getting a lot of impressions on my items. But so far, I've actually only sold one item. So I will include a screenshot later on in the week if anything changes. I'm filming this about halfway through my free trial, but I want to get this up for you this coming week. So I will include a screenshot on the second to last day of my trial, and I'll let you know if anything has changed by that point. But currently, about halfway through the trial, I've had 11,000 impressions and over 100 clicks on my items, and I've actually only sold one item, and that item made me $12. So it did bring in one sale, but I'm not entirely sure that it would be worth paying for in the coming weeks. If it was free, I would probably still use it, but given that it's about $40 a week, or I think it's you could set a budget if you want, I just don't find it personally bringing in enough sales for me to then pay for it. I'm already paying for a VA to help me do my sharing for me, so I find that that is actually really beneficial, and I've seen that that actually does bring in sales for me. So I use that to do my relisting, my sharing, and all of that. But I don't find that the Poshmark promoted closet is actually really that beneficial for me, and I don't really recommend it unless you fit into one of those categories where you have those designer items, your whole closet is full of them, or if you have a lot of listings and you don't really want to sit there and share all day, like you don't have a lot of, shares to go through, this might be really beneficial for you. And again, like I said, I highly recommend just trying the free trial, see how it works for you. Some people I know are having a lot of success with it, and I don't know why, I'm not having a lot of success, but I know some people are. So definitely, if you have the free trial, I would recommend trying it and seeing for yourself if you like it or not, and you could always cancel it if you don't. But I definitely think that for me, it's not the right business move for me, at least right now. And until they can work through maybe making it a little cheaper or making sure it's going to actually work better for me, I don't think I would continue to use it. And the last feature I want to talk about is another new feature that a lot of people have been getting recently on Poshmark. They've been rolling out these features to everyone. Not everyone has access to all of them yet. A lot of people don't have access to the promoted closets yet. And some people don't have access to this new one called Posh Lens, including myself actually. But I know enough about it that I can talk to you and walk you through how to use it and what it's used for, and then hopefully in the coming weeks I will also get access to it. I know a lot of these features they've been rolling out and people have been asking how they are, if they're good or not, and So it's hard when some people have them and some people don't. It's hard to, talk about them. This is actually me making a video before actually a lot of these were rolled out to me, but the Posh Lens is actually a great feature to use. And so basically, if any of you use Google Lens to determine, comps on an item, to determine what the name of an item is, or what to price an item at, or how to style a photo, Google Lens is really helpful for that, because I've found so many items that I didn't know either how to style or how to price through Google Lens, but by just taking a picture of it, and then Google will populate all the different places that are selling that and for what price. So Posh Lens is very similar, but it's just directly what is selling on Poshmark. So what you do is, it's kind of the same thing with Google Lens. You take a picture, and then it generates all the things that are like that on Poshmark that are currently selling or that have sold for that specific item. Now, I have heard, based on what other people have been telling me, that there's a lot of kinks with this new feature, and they're hoping that there's more updates coming in the coming weeks. So again, like I said, I don't currently have this feature. I have not been able to test it myself, but I have heard that there are some kinks. So if you do have it, let me know if you are facing those kinks or if you are having a problem with anything. But I've heard it can be really great if those things are updated. So I'm hoping that I get that feature soon so I could try it out myself. But like I mentioned, a lot of people are asking about these features, so I definitely wanted to make a video this week to talk about it, because I figured some of these have been out for a couple weeks now. Some of them are just rolling out. So I figured I'll get ahead of it and I'll start talking about them in a video this week with you guys. So that is basically all I wanted to talk about in this week's video. It was kind of on the quick side, but again, these are 4 features that I think you should definitely be using if you have access to them. If you don't have access to them, hopefully you will have access to them soon, and especially with the promoted closets, you need to make sure that you're an ambassador to get access to that. And if you haven't updated your Poshmark app recently, I recommend updating it, because those updates might be in an update that you just haven't, pushed through yet. So update your app, and if you haven't gotten them still, they will come soon, and hopefully you could start using these features. If you want to see another video on different features that you should also be using on top of these ones, you can click right here. And if you want to see how June was for me as a reseller only on Poshmark, you could click right here. Here I talk about if the summer slowdown is real or not, and how the summer is looking for me in terms of sales. But until next time, I will see you then.